It's an interesting fusion, the Jeep Renegade. Look at it one way and it's obvious that this Jeep is trying to appeal to the young outdoors crowd, the surfers, rock climbers and mountaineers of this world. Or, at least, those who like to get out and about in a suitably funky vehicle at the weekends. On the other hand, it's probably the closest link to the one that started it all back in World War II, the Willys Jeep. Looks-wise, it's quite close to that upright feeling of 70 years ago, both inside and out, and not least from the since 1941 moniker on a dashboard. It's clear that Jeep is trying to tap back into that heritage, with a few cheeky nods to the past dotted around. Yet by some stretch, this is the most modern, trendy offering in the Jeep range. It's in a tough sector, this car. It can count cars like the all-conquering Nissan Qashqai alongside efforts like the Vauxhall Mokka as its competition. Jeep itself reckons, slightly oddly, that the Mini Countryman is a rival as well. Given its price, more on that later, I'd say we're even in Range Rover Evoque territory. With the exception of the Evoque, Jeep says it gives you more for your money as standard than all of those cars. The base car gets safety tech like forward collision warning and lane departure warning, as well as sat-nav, a 6.5-inch screen, heated steering wheel, dual-zone climate control and rear parking sensors. 18-inch alloys, leather and heated front seats also come at no added cost. That's all encouraging news. It means, on the inside, that the Renegade, while reminding you of where it all started 75 years ago, is a well-equipped modern car with all the gadgets and more that you want even on an entry-level car. It's all very comfortable with half-decent rear legroom and a good-sized boot. Drive-wise, it doesn't disappoint either. The 2-litre diesel is probably the pick. It's got the right amount of pull to make the Jeep as fun to drive as you want a little 4x4 to be, as well as making a decent fist of cleanliness and economy, with 134 grams per kilometre of CO2 and 55 to the gallon on paper. For those that are more eco-conscious, the smaller 1.6 diesel gets down to 115 grams. There are petrol options, one of which is a 1.6 110 horsepower puffer, probably best avoided, but it just seems like torquey diesels are the way to go here. The Renegade has got genuine off-road ability too, with 4x4 on demand if you choose it and settings for various types of terrain. I certainly forded some floodwater that I'd never have attempted to in a car. On the road it's a tidy, confident drive and the manual gearbox is sweet to operate with a nice old-school metallic gear knob to boot. So it's cool, it's quirky, it's fun and it's a Jeep. But the rub is that, if you want a version really worth having with the least shortcomings, it gets simply too expensive and rivals end up prevailing if your head rules your heart. But if your heart rules your head, however, and you want to stand out, the Renegade is a great way to do it. Prices run from £17,295 to £28,595.